Yeah, just proud of the student athletes. Slow start. That's a credit to East Texas A&M and Coach Rose and their staff and their student athletes. But on a night where there's a lot of different implications for conference seeding against a tough opponent that plays really really hard. Proud of the guys for continuing to fight, and then sharing the basketball and offensively doing a good job in the second half. Thanks to the crowd sticking with us all the way. We haven't been great at home, but to finish off a sweep of the weekend, Saturday, Monday, which we hadn't done all season at the Hilliard was a nice way, and hopefully they can appreciate. I'm sure they do, the student athletes and how hard they play. So thank you to all the fans, alumni, student body, community, and just excited to move on to the postseason.
Yeah, past two games, it's kind of been that slower start, but then you guys figure out the second, go on the ground and get where you need. But just talk about what's been that shift in the locker room that you've seen this last couple of games.
I think just I don't know, having a little more just a fight defensively. I didn't think we played great defensively in the first half, and so when you're taking the ball out of the net, it's hard to get into transition. So I think it's just being able to get more stops. But that's a credit to East Texas A&M. They did a great job in the first half of they shot 60%. At one time they were shooting 70%. But I think that's the biggest thing. We got to be better on defense to start these contests, and we're able to flip a switch and get some stops to get out in transition.
Talk about the rebounding difference, 36-20, how big that was the difference.
Yeah, that was huge. I didn't know it was that big. During the game, you could tell that we had some offensive rebounds. Especially Chinka getting 6, but. Yeah, it makes a big difference, especially the way we were turning it over in the first half. We need to get those possessions back somehow, and that's a way that you can. We've been, for our standard, very average offensive rebounding, but this game definitely came through and allowed us to win the game by getting more possessions.
Sheldon, this was two teams with coming from months scoring. East Texas had already gotten out of the tournament and we were fighting for seeding. So just talk about how maybe that made them a bit more of a dangerous opponent to play tonight, and then also just how nice it was to be a motivator for you guys to continue fighting for seeding.
Yeah, for sure. We obviously were playing for the 4th seed, which we got, and they knew that their season was ending tonight, so they really didn't have much to lose. So they got after it in the first half, and we had to make that adjustment, flip a switch, so we could come out with some fire and take the win like we did.
Just about the momentum you guys get from this last weekend at home, getting 2 wins, and going into the tournament next weekend with some optimism.
Yeah, that's very big. Like Coach said, we hadn't won a Saturday, Monday game at home all season, so I'm very proud of my teammates for stringing those 2 wins along. And then, really just want to continue it on and win these games in the conference tournament.
Had another, good night scoring. You led with 19 points. Talk about your season in general. How do you feel like you've kind of emerged more this year? You've been, since your second year here, and how have you seen yourself grow just in the 2 years of this conference?
I feel like I've, developed mentally and physically. I've gotten better on the court, obviously, and, just having my teammates there helped me, string along and be better on the court, and then with them helping me on the court as well, I helped them, and that's how we, been together, like playing as a team this whole season.
Coach confirmed 4 seed. You guys won as a 4 seed before, so just talk about next week and what you want these guys to go and beat.
Yeah, like I told them, it starts right now with some rest and recovery over the next day or so, and then we'll see the bracket and start preparing for. We work on ourselves to begin with, a few things that we got to shore up on defense, and then start preparing a little bit for who we could face in the quarterfinals. But I've said it many times, these guys have a true love for each other, and so it's going to take every one of those student athletes, all 16, and we got a great coaching staff, and we're going to give it our best effort. We're going to go in there swinging and see what happens, but I truly believe in these guys, and it's nice. They should have a level of confidence, not necessarily complacency, but confidence as we go into the conference tournament after winning 3 in a row, which I think is our longest streak of the year, or ties for our longest streak. But just we're good enough. We just got to stay together. No one needs to be the hero, and continue to play defense, rebound the basketball, and share the basketball on the offensive end. And we'll go up against whoever they put us up against.